Hello traders, Akil Stokes here of Trading Powered, and welcome to this week's weekend review video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorite trading lesson to teach. So sit back, relax, and hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, thank you for joining me once again. I want to start off this video by just saying a big thank you. Last week you guys did a great job of liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video. I think it's going to end up being one of my best or most popular videos to date, and I'm talking hundreds of videos that I've done. You guys really seem to grasp the concept. I got a lot of emails, a lot of comments saying, hey Akil, either this was something that was on my mind too, and I was thinking, how do I handle this situation? Or other traders actually sent in some suggestions saying, hey, how about, would trying this work? Would trying that work? And what I like about that is it really encouraged you guys to think. I don't want to say hate is a strong word, but I really dislike the traders that watch this video and just want to, think they can come in and just copy. Even, we do have some of our syndicate members on the trade floor that do the same thing. You just come in, Akil says, buy it here, I'm going to buy it here just because, and have no idea why. I really like I really like the traders, and the point of this video is to encourage you to use your brain, to give you certain tools, but within those tools, it's up to you how to use them the most efficient way and use it in a way that really works. And I saw a great quote this morning. I was watching CNBC, and there was a book this guy was promoting called Getting the Poor Out of Capitalism. Let me see. How the Poor Can Save Capitalism. And he talked a lot about entrepreneurship and, how more startup businesses are failing than even being started up. And I'm not going to turn this video into a whole spiel about that, but one of the things he mentioned was the mindset is changing among entrepreneurs. Back in the day, people became entrepreneurs because they had a passion for something. They really wanted to do something, and that was the step they took. Nowadays, people are becoming entrepreneurs simply because they see, oh, I can make a big profit out of this. I can make money doing this. They're thinking about the end game more than the actual process and more of the passion for doing it. And I encounter that a lot in trading. We get so many people that just want to, Akil, how can I make money the fastest? I want to get into trading, not because I like the financial markets, not because I like looking at a chart and breaking it down, but because I want to be rich. I want to triple my account. And when you enter when you enter an industry like this for the wrong reasons, you're going to get eaten alive. Why? Because you're not going to take the time to do the small things that really put you over the top. Anyone can trade. Trust me, anyone can trade, but it's the people that take the passion, people that take their passion, they really put the work into doing it, and they really take the time and effort to master that craft. Those are the ones that succeed. And those are the people that get beaten up over and over again. They have a losing streak. They try this strategy, fail, bounce back up, try another strategy, fail, but they keep fighting because they know at the end of the day it's going to be worth it. Those are the ones that make it. The ones that don't make it are the ones that say, oh man, they realize it wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme, and when it comes time for them to put in any ounce of work, they quit. Because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the back testing. They don't want to do the system or strategy development needed to be good. I'm fired up now, man. But that you can see that quote really touched me this morning. And again, I can go on for hours about that. You don't want to hear that. But it actually leads into today's topic. I talked about what is my favorite strategy to teach, or my favorite out of the 12-week transformation course. Out of the 12 weeks we do of training. And we make it 12 weeks for a reason. The reason is, I want the process to move slowly. You only take in, I think you only take in 10% of what you hear, 20% of what you see. So it's really easy to get information overloads. When I do my training courses, we space it out. Hey, one small topic per week, and over 12 weeks, you have everything. And 12 weeks is also the same time it takes to break down an old habit and put in a new one. There's lots of reasons for that, but my favorite topic in the course is teaching the CTS system. And that's what we did this week, Combined Technical Score System. And I love it so much because we spend a lot of time, 4 or 5 weeks, going over the basics. How do you read a price chart? What is structure? How do we use Fibonacci tools the right way? Learning simple patterns, ABCDs, double tops, double bottoms. And then finally, when we get to the CTS system, it's a way to take all of those tools that we learn and put it together into a strategy where you can actually start trading the markets live and start having something that can make you money. Now, again, the traders that want to rush, they're going to rush past all the other stuff. They're going to skip through, blah, 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 just tell me how to trade. And when it comes time to the system, they're not going to be able to do it because they haven't put in the work and really worked on the skill set of learning this stuff. Those that were patient, and we saw this in Monday's live Q&A session, those that were patient, it was a big aha moment. They're like, Akil, I know what a double top is. I know what an ABCD pattern is. I know how to draw a Fibonacci extension, retracement, inversion. But what does that have to do with trading? And when we put it all together, obviously we do this over the web, so I couldn't see them, but I can tell by the responses. They were like, oh, woo, light bulb. Light bulb went off. Aha moment. This is it. Now it makes sense. And that's why I love this portion of the course so much, because that's where people really get it. So I'm going to flick to the charts in a little bit. I actually got to reload my computer, but thanks to the beauty of editing, it'll take a second. But I'm going to flick to the charts and just give you an example of kind of how we put all the basics together into something that's actually tradable on a regular basis. Okay, gang. So I want to take you through one of the concepts that really, I guess in a way, saved my trading career. And it was the ability to take all of my knowledge and put it together into a system where I can essentially be consistent in the markets. You see, the first thing, and not really the first thing I started trading, but once I did my transformation, meaning once I went from a trader that was in the unconscious competence stage that just knew nothing, I started off with simple patterns, meaning stuff like double tops and double bottoms, ABCDs. And a lot of you guys probably know this right now. We know, trading stuff like this. I knew how to identify a double top, so I would try to trade every double top I saw. I knew how to identify an ABCD pattern, so I would trade every ABCD pattern I saw. And what was essentially happening was I was losing money very quickly and didn't really understand why. And the reason being is because, well, a simple pattern by itself just isn't enough. An ABCD pattern is a great pattern. It's a harmonic movement in the markets, but by itself, it doesn't really mean too much. A double top is great as well, but by itself, it really doesn't mean too much. And it frustrated me that I wasn't seeing the results I thought I was. And we get that. I see that from a lot of our traders now. We have a 12-week transformation chat page here where all the members in the course, they come through and it's really a support system. They interact with each other. They shoot charts through. And I see a lot of them contribute saying, hey, look at this, found a double top on this pair, or found an ABCD pattern on this pair. And every once in a while I'll go in there and be like, yes, good job identification, because they're just working on identifying it right now. They're not trading it, or hopefully they're not trading it. But we're seeing all these double tops, ABCD patterns. And then when I tell them, hey, that's a good ABCD, but it's nothing I would trade, they don't really understand. And again, it's bringing it all together in one. And that's kind of how the CTS system works. And we take an example. This is a live trade I have today on Kiwi CAD, New Zealand, Canada. I think I'm down, I'm probably break even right now. Let's just see. I think I entered at 90.24. Yeah, minus 4 pips right now. So basically break even. And what was a trade I identified this morning? The first thing I did is started with my top-down analysis from the daily chart and saw that, well, there were two main structure zones that were on my my radar. It was this one right here, and it was this one right here. Two main structure zones. There was a short-term one. There was a high-term one. I like both of them, and they both offer opportunities for a short. So as we had this big momentum bullish candle shoot up here, coming up to our structure level, what better place to look for a short opportunity and look for a pullback? And as I mentioned last week, I made kind of a change in my trading. I'm no longer looking for those target twos anymore. I'm looking to get in and get out. Very similar to what Jason's been experimenting with, or not experimenting with, but successfully trading during his intraday trades as well. I'm shooting for one target. All I want is a little pullback. I don't need the full move. I don't need the market. I don't know where I can find an arrow tool on here. Who knows? There we go. I don't need the market to pull all the way back down here. I'm looking for a very small retracement. I'm looking for some selling to go on up here, looking to catch a little bit of the move. And if the market wants to explode up to the next level, well be it. I'm out. I've got my money. Daddy's got his dollars, as I said in Monday's blog post. I think it was Monday's blog post, one of the blog posts this week. But we were eyeing this up. I went down to my 4-hour chart, and we started building a case for entry. I said, traders, what are we seeing here? The first thing is I always like drawing out an ABCD pattern. Swing low to swing high. Copy and paste that. Boom, ABCD pattern right there. I draw a line out. Look left. Does structure leave clues? We have an ABCD pattern. Do we have structure? Well, look left. Structure. Look left some more. 1, 2, 3, 4 times we hit structure. All right. So we've got an ABCD pattern. We've got structure. What other tools have we learned about in the last 4 weeks? Well, we know how to use the Fibonacci retracement tools. We know the power of Fibonacci is not even, not just with the chart, but in the world, and how psychologically they have an impact on our trading. Let's take a Fibonacci swing. Let's do this one. Our recent structure move, swing high to swing low. Bang, what do you know? 886 Fibonacci right on there. Not one of our major ones, but the 886 is a minor Fibonacci that I'll use on a regular basis. Many of you are probably used to using this for the bat pattern. Let's thicken that up some. What else can I do? Fibonacci retracement from, let's take the bigger swing high to swing low. Bang. 618 Fibonacci. We know that 618 is the golden mean. This is the Fibonacci ratio, the perfect one, the one that everything works around. All right. So now we've got a major Fibonacci. We've got a minor Fibonacci. We've got structure looking left. We've got an ABCD pattern. What else can we do? Fibonacci extension, swing low to swing high, A to B, back down. We're not going to get a 127 in there. We're not going to get a 1618. We'll probably get a minor Fibonacci in there as well. 1414. Let's bring it in. See what we get. Bang. 1414 Fibonacci extension right there. We may even get an inversion. I think this is going to be a little short, but let's see. Look at that. Fibonacci inversion. 1618 Fibonacci inversion right at that level as well. Again, we're not doing anything fancy here. This isn't some super secret technique, guys. You with me? You follow me? This isn't a super secret technique. We're just taking everything we learn and putting it together on a consistent basis. We know how to use Fibonacci retracements. We know how to use Fibonacci extensions. We learn Fibonacci inversions. We learn how to identify structure, ABCD patterns, higher high, higher close principles. All right, market harmonics. We learned all this stuff. And what we've done is we've started to build the case for entry. And there's a checklist that we'll use. We'll go down the checklist. Do we have this? Do we have that? Do we have this? Each one of those criteria on the checklist has its scoring system. And basically, we add up the score. Through our back testing, through our development of our system, we give ourselves a minimum score. I, Akil, must have a minimum CTS score of 5 or I can't take the trade. Well, let's go through the process. 2 points for this, 1 point for that, 1 point for that, 2 points for that. What's that equal? 6? I can take the trade. Okay. And there's tons of ways, again, it's an entire lesson in itself. There's tons of ways you can customize that. You can change the points around. You can add certain things to it. You can make your position size vary depending on the range of the score you get. You can make it your own, and that's what I like to encourage. Thinking. Don't just follow. I'll give you a base outline to look at. Here's the base outline. Initially, this is what you want to have. Start training on this initial checklist, but as you evolve as a trader, make it your own. Add in something you like. Take out something you don't use. RSI divergence, another one, or RSI overbought. Look at that, over the 80 line. Add that to our score. And we do this on a regular basis in order to identify good and bad trading opportunities. So it's no longer a feel. It's no longer, I feel like the market's going to reverse here. Oh, I think the market's going to reverse over here. Oh, I feel like I shouldn't enter here because it's going to go higher. We take that out of it. If then thought process. If you go through your checklist, if the trade meets your minimum score, then you take the trade. If it doesn't meet your minimum score, then you don't take the trade. It's simple, right? Trading is so simple. When you structure it properly, when you're going in the market and you're just doing whatever you want, when you're bouncing around random pairs and random time frames, trading random strategies, it's hard because you're doing something different each time. When it's structured, when it's consistent, when it's put right in front of your face on a plate, and it's either yes or no, it's so simple. Follow your rules. I love this topic. You guys can tell I'm passionate about this. I love this topic because this is where the light bulb goes off. This is where I realized that I was taking dumb trades. And this is what gave me the filters I needed initially. I've evolved since from that, but initially this is what gave me the filters to keep me out of a lot of bad trades or a lot of trades that I shouldn't have been involved with. And when I started making money, it wasn't really because I was doing anything different. I wasn't catching these magnificent trades that I never caught before. I was just taking away some of the losers. I was losing less. And automatically by losing less, my account was growing, right? It makes sense. It's so simple. It's so simple. So that's why I love this topic so much. Again, you guys can tell, for you guys that were in Monday's training, you know how excited I was. It could have been the fact that I was just at a seminar for 3 days, 10 hours a day, and I probably consumed an unhealthy amount of caffeine. That could have been it. I could be so excited now because the World Cup's about to start, but it's really, I love this stuff. And if there's one thing I love more than trading, if there's one thing I love more than trading, it's seeing the responses from the clients I have when they get it. When I get an email saying, Keel, I just took this trade. I went through my CTS system. It said I couldn't take this trade initially, so I waited. Then it finally gave me the last thing I needed. I took it, and it just profited. Or even, hey, Keel, the trade lost, but I was still excited because I knew it was a good trade. Remember, good trade doesn't necessarily mean a winner. Bad trade doesn't necessarily mean a loser. It means, did you follow your rules? I love this stuff. And I'm glad I got a chance to share it with you guys. Okay, gang, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed this week's review. As always, if you did like it, just hit that like button. It's simple. It takes a second. If you're new and this is your first time watching, do me a favor. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Was it good? Was it bad? Was there quality information? Was it a waste of time? And if you do like it, hit that subscribe button. And as always, please share this video, whether it's Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the social media outlets are. Do me a favor and share this information. That's how I get this thing growing each and every week. Now, if you notice, if I remove my American flag real quick, I've got a pretty nice shirt on, and I always like giving support to those that support me. This is a shirt from my friend, let me see, I'll hold it up for a little bit. My friend Martin Hernandez, he actually has a blog called The Daily Determined. When I first started trading, I also had an inspirational blog that I kept. And, one of the blogs I followed was Martin's. It's called thedailydetermined.com, I believe it is. Go check it out. If you ever need some motivation, you're just feeling down, I usually check it in the middle of the week and you need quotes, pictures, sometimes write-ups. It's a great site to check out every once in a while. So there you go, Martin. Thank you for the shirt. He didn't ask me to do this. I actually wanted the shirt for a while and finally got settled in enough to go purchase it. So I bought a few of them to help him out, and I'm enjoying it so far. But thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys later on in the week. World Cup starts today. Go USA. You already heard my theory on how we're going to get to the knockout round. We got to beat Ghana by 5. It starts there. But good luck to you and your country for the next month. And good luck to America. We got to get this done somehow. It's going to be tough, but we'll get there. Until next time, plan your trade your plan. I'll see you guys on the other side.